Paul Latour here with the Word Street Journal. I'd like to take you back with me to last Saturday night when I decided to go downtown with my cross and a pocket full of gospel tracts to stand on the corner of Rideau and William Street near the Byward Market, one of my favorite fishing holes, or I guess in this case, ice fishing hole, and to stand there and wait for anyone to come along that might view the cross and get their wheels spinning in their heads and approach me to ask the obvious question, are you ready for what? So I was standing there and this young lady shows up and asks me the question. Lo and behold, as always, a gospel conversation ensued. But I was wondering if you noticed something here. And this is something I want to show you as a means of encouragement. Let's go back to the very moment that I put the cross on my shoulder. I was standing there still trying to get ready, fishing for gospel tracts in my pocket to hand out to people, when this young lady walked by, saw the cross, it stopped her in her tracks. She asked me the question, and the gospel conversation began. But what you may not have noticed was that from the time I put the cross onto my shoulder to the time when she stopped to speak with me, 10 seconds passed by. A mere 10 seconds. And the Lord has it such that He predestines this young lady to walk by the place where I was standing right at that time, to view the cross and put it in her heart to approach me and ask me, are you ready for what? This young lady's name is Janelle. And Janelle told me that she was a Roman Catholic, and she said that she believes that she is going to heaven based upon the fact that she is a good person. She said she goes to Mass every Sunday, and she does good things for people all the time. And she said that she was quite sure that this would merit her place in heaven after she died. I explained to her, if indeed anyone can make it into heaven based upon their own self-righteousness, or their religious affiliation, or their good works, then Jesus came to earth, lived, suffered, and died on the cross for nothing. And this really struck her. But it wasn't until I explained to Janelle that when Jesus was hanging on that cross, suffering so greatly and dying, that He was doing so in our place, as our substitute for the sins that we committed, even though He was innocent, and that He was purchasing for us, by His shed blood and death, our salvation. This really struck her. I believe a light went on inside of her when she heard these things. And she had told me at the end of our conversation that she had never heard the gospel explained to her so succinctly, so clearly. And she went on to express how grateful she was that I had happened to be standing on that street corner on that particular night, at that particular time when she was passing by, and that I was willing to take the time to talk with her and explain these important gospel matters and helping them make sense to her. She even told me in her own words that she believed that our meeting was not a coincidence, and that there is a reason why she walked by at the same time I was there. But she was even more amazed when I revealed to her that I had only been there 10 seconds before she walked by. All the more, it underscored her belief that this was not a coincidence and that she was meant to hear the gospel that night. Glory be to God. Now, Christian, I would like you to take a close look at something here and ask you this question. Is not what you see taking place a beautiful thing? I really believe it is. Here you have a redeemed soul, a sinner saved by grace, a believer, a Christian, standing on a street corner, sharing their faith, sharing the good news of the gospel of Jesus Christ with a complete stranger. As you know, the Lord commanded all of us to go out into the world and preach the good news to all creation. But He didn't mean just to people who live far away, across the oceans, on different continents and different countries. Yes, they need to be given the gospel as well, but also to the people who are right in our own backyards, in our cities and in our towns. These places are mission fields in and of themselves, and people who are there need to hear the gospel. They need to hear the truth. And if you are one who does not share their faith on a regular basis, especially outside the four walls of your church, then I hope this video has been an encouragement to you, to show you how easy it can be to bring the gospel to the people near you. And rest assured that it is God Himself who provides the opportunities for gospel encounters. It is He who leads you to people to speak to. It is He who brings people to you to speak with, as you just saw tonight. And in His timing. I can't remember one time where I've gone out with my cross and stood there without anybody coming to me to ask me, "Are you ready for what?" I have always had a gospel conversation with someone or a group of people. Some conversations are 30 seconds to a minute, and other conversations I've had as long as an hour and a half. So I exhort you to seek the Lord and to pray that He would put in your heart a burning desire to go out there and to share the good news of Jesus Christ with the lost in your area, that they too may have opportunity to hear the gospel truth that saves. And who knows, you may not even have to wait 10 seconds for your first opportunity to share the gospel with someone.